YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes straight out of Florida, where we have a mom who decides to take her daughter's life and did the most unthinkable thing. Well, one of the most, because we've been hearing a lot of stories of these women and how they've been just basically just destroying, killing these babies, and a few men, but mostly women, and how she had left her daughter outside. First in her car, then when the body started smelling a little bit after a few days, then she decides to wrap the baby up in a blanket, and throw the baby basically in a dumpster, and the guy comes along and finds the baby. So I'm going to read a snippet from this story, and I will give my opinion as we go. A Florida woman faces a first-degree murder charge after her 4-year-old daughter's body was found in a dumpster. A Miami-Dade police statement says a man throwing out garbage Sunday found the body of Taniyah Page inside the trash bin at his apartment complex southwest of Miami. The girl's mom, 31-year-old Tina Farrington, crazy ass, was held without bond Monday at the Miami-Dade County Jail on a first-degree murder charge. I don't see how she can live with herself. And people be begging to have kids. People be paying all kinds of money, going to all kinds of doctors trying to conceive a child. And these people have children like it ain't nothing, and just don't even like the blessing that they have been given, because every child is a blessing. You know, if you don't want the child, get a child to somebody else. Bless somebody else with the baby instead of taking the child's life. Now, CBS Miami reports the child's father is Miami Beach police officer Leon Page. We send our deepest condolences and prayers to the officer Leon Page and his family on the loss of his daughter, the Miami Police Department said in a statement to CBS Miami. We kindly request his privacy be respected during this very difficult time. Police says Farrington gave a detailed confession of the murder once she was in police custody. According to an arrest report, Farrington admitted she suffocated Taniyah with a pillow on Halloween after becoming angry with the girl for talking back. Police said Farrington hid the girl's body in the trunk of her car until she noticed a foul odor 5 days later. Now, she left this child in her car 5 damn days. How can you leave your child in a car dead, knowing the child in there smelling, stinking? You know, I just gotta put it out there just like that. Just thinking, you know, that's a human being. The body is gonna decompose. That's a sick person to do that. You know, he just said all the way around the board. Now, according to police, Farrington moved Taniyah's body early Sunday to the dumpster in her apartment complex. That same day, a man taking out his trash at the apartment complex discovered the child's body wrapped in a blanket in the bin. He told another woman to call 911. She also saw the body wrapped in the blanket. Every time I close my eyes, I can see her face. Indira Blanco told the station. He asked me, "Can you see if she's alive? Because you can do the CPR." I said, "Okay, let me see." When I opened the blanket, I said, "No, she's dead. The girl been dead." Blanco told the station the little girl had obvious trauma to her face, so she basically probably beat this girl's face in also, you know, and that's sad. How can you do somebody like that came out of you, that came from your womb, you know, and you nurtured for a few years, if you nurtured that baby at all? Now, whoever did it, I mean, how could they do it? There's no excuse. There is no excuse to do that, Blanco said. Dariana Correa, who lives in the apartment complex, told CBS Miami she thinks she may have seen Farrington putting her daughter's body in the dumpster. And if you thought you seen that from the jump, why didn't you react to it right now? That's just like if you in your apartment or your house and you see somebody bring something look like a body wrapped up in a blanket or something to a dumpster. When you go investigate, investigate, because look, when you want somebody to do that, if that was you or your child or your loved one, I mean, come on, this ain't got nothing to do with being nosy or minding your own business. When stuff like that happens, it becomes all our business, because you also can be a victim one day. Now, she backed up her car and everything, and I was like, that's weird. That she's backing up her car to throw away garbage. She said Florida Department of Children and Families said they had an investigation open in regards to Taniyah from 2016 that involved her mom. The investigation did not indicate there was abuse, according to DCF. And DCF has got to be the most shittiest in all states combined in Florida. I don't know how Department of Children and Family Services in Florida even operate, you know, because we don't hear so many stories about DCF just failing these children in Florida. It's like, who is over the damn department there? Who's the regional director? We need to get in contact with him, because we hear some stories like we never heard before. Like, why don't y'all do home checks on these children? What do the social workers do? Is there a lack of them? Is there a shortage of them? They're not being properly paid, or do they not give a damn about the children no more? What is going on with DCF in Florida? Now, Florida Department of Children and Family Services said they will continue an investigation regarding the matters to Tanaya. We are disgusted and devastated by the death of this innocent girl. DCF has opened a child death investigation to review all circumstances that led to this tragedy and will assist police in any possible to hold anyone responsible accountable for this heinous act. The department said in a statement, please, to the station. DCF says Tanaya's surviving sibling is being taken care of by relatives, and they should. In bond court on Monday, a public defender without elaborating made mention of Farrington having possible mental issues. Now, every time somebody kill a child, every time one of these women kill their children, notice it's a mental issue. But let that be a man. Oh, that no good bastard, that little short penis, little joker looking, he made a child, or let them burn. But when it comes to a woman, it's a double standard. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the child support thing, how a lot of them go out there and entrap men and get them pregnant and stuff. But let a man do that. You know what I'm saying? Then it's totally different. But what is going on in this world where you have women now just becoming more and more violent? You know, it's like when I was young, we it was stories like this, but we heard them few and far in between. We didn't hear them like every day like we do now. So I don't understand how people can sit up here and do something like that to a child. You know, can you imagine that? This child being beat up in the face, probably was hit with something. You know, and she realizing what she done, she decided to take the child's life. Then put the child inside her 2013 Nissan Altima sedan. Leave the child in there for 5 days till the smell become too obnoxious. And just takes the child out, backs her car out. Backs her car out, then take the child out and put the child inside a dumpster. Somebody said they seen her backing a car up and seen what looked like it'd be something kind of suspicious she put in the trash can. Why not go and investigate? True, the girl would have been long dead, but still though, do not let the girl body sit in a dumpster and just rot away. And you know, and it's a good thing that this guy came along and seen this and reported that. You know, and this woman right here, you know, when you do stuff like that, I feel like, you know, it ain't no use to even praying for you. It's no use to doing none of that. It's best to get you going on, because one thing that you cannot take back is murder. You cannot take back is murder. And whether you murder your own child, whether you murder a family member or whatever. Once you go that ultimate step and you cross that line, that thin line between love and hate, where you take someone's life, whether it's your child, sibling, whoever, you cannot give that back, and you should be dealt with to the maximum effect. It should be a penalty all across the board right then for somebody who commit murder, unless it was self-defense. You know, and I say the guillotine. You know, when we're gonna make it quick, we ain't gotta use no electricity or nothing. Forget the gas chamber where we gotta throw them pellets in there and have that little gas mask on like we on that video game Fallout. No. We gonna bring the guillotine back, and we just gonna put a basket right there where we can catch your head. You know what I'm saying? So don't lose your head in the process, if you know what I mean, right there. But we need to have some swift justice and something to terrify these people. So whatever spirit talking to these people, making these people commit these heinous acts, these gruesome acts, these attacks on innocent babies, they need to be something hanging over their head, off with your head. You know what I'm saying? Need to have a sword over their head. And that's for anybody, male, female, despite what race, creed, nationality you is. If you live in America, because I can only speak for America, that's where I'm at. If you live in America and you taking children's lives, or you taking anybody's lives, it don't matter if it's a child or not. If you taking anybody's lives and it wasn't justified, it wasn't self-defense, you need to be dealt with, and it don't need to go on for no week, years, or nothing like that. You need to get it the next day. Once we know you did it, line you up, off with your head, how they used to do in the old day. Because it got to be something to control these people, these loose spirits, if you will. Because these are not friendly spirits, if you know what I mean. Also, because some is making these people, male and female, even though I say mostly female, because that's what I hear. You know, and you turn on your internet and just look it up, and you're gonna see more women gonna pop up. But it's something in the water or something in the air that's making these people crazy like it is. I don't know if they're living by these damn cell towers giving off massive amounts of very harmful radiation. You gotta be careful about the cell towers too. I don't know if it's some kind of device or something playing tricks with their mind where they're hearing things and they got to act out a certain way, or a lot of them just brainwashing, losing their damn mind. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you all think about this sad situation right here. And to that young angel, I know she's in heaven, and it's hard to say rest in peace when you die like that. But all I can say is this right here: may the Most High bless you. Hey, it just goes to show you you're not guaranteed to be here. So for us to live to be the age that we at, you're blessed. Because what if your mom or dad would have done you like that? What if somebody would have came along and snuffed your life out? So be grateful for the little things you have in life. Even though it may not seem like a lot, but I bet you any kind of money, this little girl that died at 4 years old by the hands of her own mom would love to have the little bit that you have, either just a fresh breath of air in your body. She would have loved to be 10 years old, 15 years old. And we have people just taking life for granted. And while we having little children just dying and suffering. So, hey, to each their own. But like I say right here, if you got children, love your children. If you don't want them, give them to somebody that want them. But don't you dare sit up there and take their life and sit up here and think in your head, well, I brought you in this world, I'm going to take you out. But guess what? We need to have somebody that's going to take your ass out too if you taking these kids out. And anybody that's innocent, that's what needs to be done right there. And I guarantee you, it won't stop at all, because some people, once they get that shit in them, that spirit, that evilness, they going to go all out with it. But guess what? Have something hanging over their head and let them know this is going to be the consequence you're going to pay regardless. Anyway, let me know what you all think. And also, not what you all would do, because I'll get some crazy comments on that. But let me know what you all think about this situation also. And also, the fact that a child's supposed to be a blessing, because you're here for only a few things. Number one is to procreate. And number two is to get in touch with your true divine inner self. And three, is to help each other out. Help each other, help the earth, because it's all about nurturing. But when you have the people that's supposed to be the main nurturers of the world doing the most killing, something is going on. But anyway, let me know what you think. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like, subscribe. Till next time, stay blessed. I'm out.